Shabbat Shalom. This Shabbat of Passover, we read a special holiday Torah reading instead of continuing on in Leviticus. During our Passover Seders, we immersed ourselves in the experiences of Egypt. We tasted the bitterness of slavery and sweetness of freedom. We celebrated the miracles and imagined ourselves into the story of our redemption. We imagined leaving our homes, no time for the bread to rise, and crossing through the sea on dry ground. Here is where our Torah reading picks up. On this Shabbat of Passover, we read the Song at the Sea, a song of awe and praise for God and the miracle of our freedom. Freedom, however, isn't always so joyful. 7 times in this Torah reading, we hear about how the Egyptians drowned in the sea with their horses and their chariots. Freedom for us meant death and destruction for them. And before that, freedom for them meant slavery and oppression for us. Freedom comes at a price. Our freedom today still comes at a price. The freedoms we enjoy today were won in wars. Freedom for this country meant loss for others. Freedom for this country meant slavery and destruction for others. We are fortunate in this generation that we are free to be openly Jewish, and as Jews we know the pain of when that was not the case. Our Torah reading this week teaches us the importance of acknowledging the price of our freedom, to acknowledge that celebration for some means suffering for others. It teaches us to look for the complexities in our situations and to see the humanity in all, even in those with whom we disagree. Just in the events of the last few weeks alone, we see the challenges of building and sustaining a free society for all. We see that freedoms for some create dangers for others. We see national pain at the hands of tragedy. We see the hope of continued research moving us closer to protection from the virus, and we still see resistance to safety measures in times when we need them the most. And all of this is part of freedom. The good comes hand in hand with the bad, and good for some is bad for others. Freedom is complex. Even way back when we sang our song at the sea, our culture is shifting now towards acknowledging the challenges and costs of freedom, just as our Torah did so long ago. Let us continue to work for that more complex view, where we can see the humanity on all sides. Let us question convenient simplicity in the name of a better freedom for all. And let us celebrate the good even when we also see the bad, like our ancestors did, singing at the shores of the sea. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will.